Hello, 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 my YouTube crew. Let's get into the mix a little bit. Let's chat. We shall see who comes in. I'm going to start off with a little music to get us going. This band is good. This is called the by Grande. Grande.
Let's have some fun now.
It's the band Grande. No matter what the topic is, we're always positive. Never negative over here. Never, ever.
I didn't meant to tell you guys to clap. You guys started clapping.
Clap those hands.
This is the best audience ever. This is the Grande audience. Come on,
This is the best YouTube crew ever. The Grande, Tommy Stiggs audience. Really, really good jam here, guys. Hopefully you can hear it. Hopefully you can hear me. The topic tonight is, who are you to tell such and such who such and such can have on such and such's show? Vofongool. Vofongool. Have whoever I want on my show, and so can you. Whose show is it? Hello, Steve. How are you? Just starting the day out. You're just starting the day out, obviously. My day is ending. Yours is starting, Steve. Stretch them out. Stretch out those tunes. Yes, good. Good for you. Good. I like to hear when my people are doing good. I really like to see when my people are doing good. Hypnotizing, mesmerizing me.
How about that sitting, man?
See if we get a little crowd tonight for the wind down. We may not. I don't know what's going on. What a song this is. What a really good song. Done by our neighborhood guy, Frankie Valli, and the Four Seasons. Frankie Valli actually has little to do with this song. He hits those high notes, you know. Hello, Chris. How are you? Hope that you are well. Nice to see you this evening. Thanks for stopping by. Like I said, regardless of what the topic is, it does not matter. We still started off and keep it positive at all times. Yeah, they're good. So the thing, Steve, is you can't play the originals. You got to play cover bands. Kind of like what Ralph Mucci does, you know. You can't play original songs. They did this for a block party, the Grand. So, yeah. Hey, Big Bones, how are you this evening? Yep. So the topic tonight is content creators, basically, and what they do on their show. You can have whatever guest you want. Hold on a minute. Let's. Now we're going to pause that. We're going to go live. We're going to talk. You're in my living room now. The way I choose to do my show, or the way other people choose to do their show, is how it's going to be delivered. You're going to have critics. Not everybody's going to agree with every aspect of it. Not everybody is going to agree with every guest that you have on. It is your show. You do it the way you want to do it. Let's put the pinky rings on. All right. The glasses. What are we going to do about the glasses this evening? We got the glare. Do we go with these? I think we go with these. All right? And a glass of wine. Salute to you, my YouTube crew. So really think about this. You have your own channel, your own show. You do whatever the fuck you want to do on your show. Nobody is to tell you who you can have on your show, what format you can have, because are they coming to pay your bills? Are they coming by your side when you have a flat tire? These critics on the YouTubes? Are they coming to help you when you're stuck? That I got your back on the YouTubes is straight up bullshit. It's not real. It's a fake world. Now, you might have some principles that you go by, and that's okay. I do understand that. Certain aspects of the world, like rats, people having rats on their shows. You're going to criticize a guy like RJ Rogers for having a stool pigeon on his show? How can you do something like that? That's what that guy does. That's his show. That's his format. He's not obligated to anybody. I typically choose not to, go into a show where a stool pigeon is, right? They're not coming, big bones. They're gone. I choose not to, you know, participate in that type of thing. That's just a personal preference. Now, my dear friend and the guy that got me started in this thing, Tom LaVecchia, he has his platform. That is what he does. Exactly, Chris. Tom LaVecchia also. He can do whatever he wants to do. He has a show. They're building channels. You're right about RJ. And I can't criticize RJ. Now, if somebody that was in the life had a show with somebody that ratted on people in the life, then you might be able to criticize a little bit. But even at that, it's their business. It's their show. If you don't like it, bow out, unsubscribe, right? Right? You can call the person a rat lover. You could call them whatever the fuck you want to call them. But if that person chooses on his show or her show to have such and such on, that is their business, because none of them, like I said, and I'll say it again, are going to go help them when they have a flat tire or, like Big Bone says, bail you out. I think Stand Up Guy was having some issues the other night and Sons of Italy. I didn't tune in, but apparently they had some issues for having Tony Pizza on. Whose fucking business is it? If I want to have Tony Pizza on right now, you know what I'll do? I'll have Tony Pizza on. Because that's our business. That's my business. Would you or would you not have a sit down with Mikey Scars? Chris, it's been kicked around a little bit. And the only reason I would do it, Chris, is because from someone that was ratted on and someone that understands the nuts and bolts of the life, I would like to pick the brain of somebody that went bad. I would not, go gentle around them. I will state how I feel, what my thoughts are, what would make you do something like that. It would be a good sit down with me and somebody that did go bad. It would be a good sit down, Chris, because I have a lot of questions about things like that. Hello, Montauk. Now, it's easy. It's easy. Don't watch it if you don't like it. Make sure. So this is what Chris Breeder asked me, and it's a great question. Would I? It's been kicked around, Chris. It's been kicked around. It's been kicked around with other associates that have gone bad. Me there, the other associate that have gone bad, and a moderator in the middle asking us questions. It has been requested of me. One of my dear friends wanted to do it with somebody that did go bad. I was thinking about it, and I kind of said, I don't know if I could do something like that. It's not good. I don't think I could do that. Not because I care what any other content creator or soldier or subscriber would think of me, because this is the YouTubes. So to answer your question, Chris, it would be difficult. I know, I know, I know. I know, Chris. It's very difficult. It's a thin line, Chris Breeder. Very, very good question, and I do appreciate you asking that question. It would be enjoyable. Like I said, I will not bow down. I would love to just pick their brain. I would pour it on and make them feel like a piece of shit, with all respect. I will badger them with the utmost respect. How does that sound? But I don't know if I could, Chris. I don't know if I could. Be that as it may, there's not a soul on the YouTube that gives a fuck about Tommy Stiggs, especially those other content creators. Now they can say that rat bastard Tommy Stiggs had, you know, how did he do that? How did he do that? That goes against all his principles. Are they here? Are they sending me cash apps? Are they sending me Venmos to buy a bottle of wine, to get gas in my car for a trip? Are they? No, they're not. They don't even check in. So Vofongool for those that will be sensitive to it. So I don't know, Chris, to be determined. I don't think I can do it, but I think it would be a good show. I think it would be a good show, because you're going to get someone that was ratted on and somebody that ratted on people. You follow me? Someone dropped the cash app. I don't know how to do that stuff, Chris. I'm sorry. Oh, it's in my ticker. Anthony LaVista always tells me to put it. I've watched a few shows where I've had true insight on an individual, just to hear what they say and pick the lies apart with a comment or two, then leave. Big Bones. That's a very good way to approach it. If I did it, it would be a little different. It wouldn't be an interview. I would not interview a rat. Absolutely not. It would not be a cozy, comfortable space for either one of us. But if I was to ever do something like that, it would be my business to do it. Like I said, if I wanted to have Tony Pizza on right now, I will fucking do it. And I don't give a shit who has a problem with it. And none of my people should have a problem with it. I'm not in the mob genre. I'm not involved in that mess. I don't care. But I do have my principles. And I would ask my mother first. If my mother gives me the blessing, I would do it. But Chris, it's a tough one for me. But I do think it would be interesting being somebody that was put behind bars because of a rat, talking to somebody that put people behind bars, being a rat. So it could be interesting. I don't know. Be that as it may, the topic was this: whose business is it? Whose business is it who you have on your show? It's your business. It's your show. You do whatever you like. These people on YouTube feel very comfortable putting the Gotti name in their mouths. Well, Donnie, why do you think? Hold on. Why do you think some rats do interviews and podcasts like Michael Francis and Sammy, but some don't, like Big Joey Messino and Tommy Riccardi? Oh, Tommy Riccardi, man, you brought up that's a sensitive one. He went bad on my guys from my neighborhood. Ugh, Tommy Riccardi. Michael Francis, because he's a businessman and a shyster, he does it for money. Sammy the Bull just does it. I don't know. Somebody must have recommended it to him, and he does it. Sammy, you got to remember, Sammy does not have Cosa Nostra history in his family. Sammy does not have it. Of course. Big Bones, I understand that. I understand, Big Bones. I understand. I have the same principles. We're just talking. And I'm not having him on my show, believe me. Believe me, I couldn't do that. He said, would I have a sit down with those guys? With a moderator? Possibly. And you would find it very interesting, Big Bones. With a moderator? Possibly. Or possibly not. Probably not. Michael Francis is a businessman, a shrewd, shyster businessman, and Sammy is Sammy. Sammy has no history in Cosa Nostra. Nothing. Zero. Hey, Brocco. What's up, cuz? Good questions in this chat, Vin. Good questions in this chat. These people on YouTube feel very comfortable putting the Gotti name in their mouths. Well, I could put the Gotti name in my mouth for a positive reason. I am a direct impact of a positive situation that Mr. John Gotti put me into. So I could put the name in my mouth even though I don't. It wasn't right what his listeners did to the stand up guy. I didn't see it, Ralphie, and he took the show down, which I would never ever do. I would never take a show down. It's your show. This is your channel. This is part of history. Never take a show down. Unless something really bad had happened, you know? But otherwise, would never take a show down. Pinot Grigio. I'm a little nasal today. Chris, I'm only watching the playoffs. All the girls are going to get their hair done across the street. This is interesting. All the girls are getting the. I'm dropping a link anyway, so let's see what happens here. If anybody's around. I'm not watching the playoffs, no. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Donnie, that's just ignorance. People that speak bad about others are just straight up ignorant. You know what? Hold on, guys. I got to get dressed. I know this is my house and I can do whatever the fuck I want to do, but I got to put clothes on. This is not right. The girl's nice and not. Yeah, well, I got a pretty much a high-end salon across the street from me, and all the broads go get their hair done over there. You know, it's Wednesday night. They're getting ready for the weekend. Tomorrow night, the shenanigans begin. Thursday night on the avenue. Gets a little crazy. Thursday night on the avenue. Yeah, a little Pinot Grigio. I'm going to pour a little more before I drop the... But in the meantime, I'm going to do a little Ralph Mucci while I pour my glass of wine. My favorite jam of all, and then we will resume talking, guys. Yeah, you got to be respectful. You know what I'm saying? It's not okay. Thursday night shenanigans next door. Oh, it's crazy over here. Yes. Right. Where's Ralph Mucci? Where is the Ralph man? I should actually just put it on the screen, you know? I know he says, you play that song all the time, but I absolutely love it. Well, you know what? I'm going to do the Summer Wind real quick. Why not? I'm going to do the Summer Wind. Ralph Mucci. Let's do the Summer Wind because the Summer Wind is going out. I'm going to refill my wine and we will chat a little bit more. The link is there if anybody wants to jump in later. Ralphie, sing it, baby, sing it.
The summer wind.
That's my man right there.
From across the sea.
I got the Summer Wind going, guys. Yeah, tomorrow night maybe I'll do the stoop situation. Yeah. Absolutely, Big Bones.
We sang a song.
Can you guys hear the music? Is it clear? Two sweethearts. If anybody wants to jump in, feel free.
In the summer wind, like painted kites, those days and nights.
Well, I'm hard to affect, Big Bones. I'm hard to affect.
The world was new beneath the blue umbrella sky. Then softer than a piper band. One day it called.
I did not see that show the other night, but that's ridiculous.
I lost you.
That is ridiculous that somebody gave well, I also think that he should have never took his show down. I would never, ever do something like that. Take my show down. No way. So I'm having some Pinot Grigio. Checking the text line. Ben, what do you think about something like that? It's totally against my principles. But that was the question. The summer wind. How good is Ralphie doing that? If a content creator can't take constructive criticism, then he or she isn't putting out a honest product. Big Bones, very nice. Nicely said. You see, you guys, this chat is incredible. Yes, yes. Pool's been closed. Absolutely. Summer's over. Forget about that. If your pool isn't closed now, you got leaves everywhere. My man Vinny's jumping in. All right, let me see if we can do this, Paisan. Hold on a minute. See if we can make this happen. You got to shut off your. All right, let me see if we can do this, Paisan. Hold on.
All right.
See if we can make this happen. You got to shut off your. All right, let me see.
Me? Oh, I got it. Hold on. There we go. How are you?
What's up, pal? How are you?
Now I can't hear you.
You can't hear me.
What's going on with this? Hold on. I'm sorry. Every damn time.
Vincenzo.
There we go. How are you?
Hold on. We got a double or we good?
No, we're good.
Wow, nice. What's up, cuz? How are you?
How you doing? Everything good?
All right. Yeah. This topic, people having people on who they want to have on, man. It's a personal thing, right? It's a personal thing. Now, I was asked, would I ever do something with somebody that, well, they asked me if I would do it with Mikey Scars. You know how I feel about this stuff, man. It would have to be really, I don't think I can do it, but it definitely would not be, if I was to do it with a moderator, it would not be cute and clean. It would be bare bones right down to it.
Right.
What do you think?
Yeah. Well, I think it depends what the format was. If you were able to go after him and question him, honestly, not disrespectfully, but, how do you liberate yourself? It would be okay, but you can't. The key is with this, you can't throw lob questions. You have to show that, hey, I'm interviewing you or I'm with you, but I'm against this. But I want to hear what you have to say because I'm curious of what you think. That's it.
Wow.
Doesn't mean you agree with it, but you know what? I want to know what your thinking process was when you stared at guys that are not going to see their kids' communions because of you, and you're probably going to see your kids.
Yeah. That's a good way to look at it. That's a very good way.
But it's hard to say it, though. It's easy for me to say it now. But if I was on with someone like that, it's kind of hard to say it. You know what I mean? Not that you're afraid or anything. It just doesn't come out, tomorrow morning you say, damn, I should have asked this and this and this. But when you're caught up in it, you kind of lose focus of what you should be saying,
Chances are I would never do it. If I was to do it, If I was to do it, it would be to pick the brain of somebody that stood on the stand, like you said, against one of their friends, right?
Absolutely.
And then I would absolutely say to the interviewer or whoever's moderating, this can get out of hand, and if it does, please just kill the show. I cannot be responsible for how I may react going into the questions and how it may play out. As of now, I'm cool, calm, and collected.
Right.
I don't want to say the victim. That's a stupid word.
No,
having been on the other side of that stand, I may change as the show goes on. If that happens, I should have shut the show down. I don't think I could do it, but I would have to say all this stuff up front.
Well, the thing, Tom, what would happen, and I could bet this, and we know I'm not a gambling man, but I would bet this, that there would be at least 2, the under and over would be 3.5 content providers the next day would say, you see, Tommy's such a hypocrite. He's against Rat. That's the first thing you'd hear.
Yeah, but where are those people, Vin?
Yeah,
they're not following me. They're not cash apping me. They're not buying me.
But they're hearing it. You got 5-10 people running in there telling them what you're saying.
No problem. Would they come and fix my flat tire? Absolutely not. So $5 goes to them.
So
that wouldn't be my reason. Forget about all those people. My own principles is my reason. You know what I mean? Not the criticisms online, and you can lose a few subs.
Yeah.
And understandably, some people are very, very strong on their principles, just like you and I are.
Yeah. I was offered someone that has a lot of subs offered to come on mine because I know some of their friends, and I couldn't.
Very difficult to do.
What
Let
am I
me
going
let
to
Ralph.
say? Then when I see my friend that's in jail because of the
I
guy,
know.
what am I going to tell him when he comes out?
And I talk to my friends that are in jail about it, and they're like, "Just stay away from these guys. Stay away."
Mine too.
I'm gonna add Ralphie to the stream. Hold on a minute.
Yeah.
Ralphie, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you fine, Tommy. I
What's
want
up,
to
Robbie,
give
how
you,
buddy?
are you? Big bones, everybody. How are you? I'm sorry I
How you
didn't see
doing,
you.
Ralphie? What's going on,
Hey,
buddy?
Ralph.
listen, I want to give you my take on this whole situation, Tommy. I agree with you 100% what you said. It's your show. You have the right to bring on anybody that you want to. And if the subscribers, I mean, if there's some subscribers don't care for the guest, that's up to them. And if you lose subscribers because you bring a guest on, hey, listen, they're immature. What are you going to do? But I'm not going to let anybody tell me, because I'm the same way as you. I'm not going to let anybody tell me not to have this guest on because they don't like them. It's my show, your show, Vinny's show. You bring on who you want to bring.
Right.
I'm not going to let my subscribers, my listeners, influence me because they don't like a particular guest. If I like the guest, I'm going to bring them on no matter what. And it wasn't fair what they did to Mike. I was listening to a show, and it wasn't fair what they did to him. It wasn't nice.
What happened? I didn't see what happened. What happened? If you don't mind asking.
Well, what happened was he had, I guess, this guy Tony Pizza on. Now I don't know anything about this guy.
Okay.
Hold on a second.
We do.
He's not in good graces with most people.
With a lot of people.
Hold on a second, Tom. What happened?
She said she wants you to log the deliveries.
All right.
Did you take any or not?
I just took one. Hold on, Tommy. I took one.
One? Okay.
Yeah, I'll log it in. Okay.
Right.
But anyway, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off. What were you saying?
He's not in very good graces with most content providers.
Now, I never had an issue.
Stand-up guy? Oh, you mean Tony Pizza?
Yeah. With some people, yeah.
Yeah.
With a lot of people. So that's his way of doing things. He has his own show also. So you know what I mean? So but Ralphie froze up a little bit, but I never
That's
had
how I look at it, Tom. I look at it that way. If people don't want to watch you, then go watch him. Or if people don't, and if you can handle watching multiple content creators, and even if they don't get along, then don't comment. No one will know you're in there. You're not backdooring anybody if you're not commenting. I'm sure a lot of people. Well, I know for a fact a few people that a content creator has kind of told not to watch my show. They watch it. They've actually been honest enough to tell me, listen, I have a lot of friends in that chat. I just don't chat. You know what I say? Fine. What do I do?
But Vinny, isn't that a bit ridiculous, though?
Me personally, I think it is, but I guess other people don't.
Yeah, and I agree with you. So you and I agree.
I guess some people don't think it's, and they're, you know what? I don't like people like you said. Unless you're going to pay my rent, I can't expect you to do what you want me to do, or I won't do what you want me to do.
Well,
but,
that's exactly what Tommy just said a couple of minutes ago.
Oh, did he? Yeah, I can't expect people to act the way I'd like to act. All I can do is act the way I do. I don't mean to hurt anybody, and if I do, I'm sorry, but I'm not going to change myself for you. I can't. I'm 60. How am I going to change myself for somebody at this point? I can't.
No, you can't. And why should you?
I'm not capable of it.
What?
I'm not. I still text like this. One after I've tried with this, and I get so frustrated, I almost killed my iPhone. I can't do it.
I got knocked out of my own show over here. Can you imagine?
Not for nothing. I told Tommy this, and I mentioned it, I think, to Mike, that there's people that take YouTube too seriously. Life is not about YouTube. Life is off of YouTube. They take their, okay, there's nothing wrong with having goals and expectations, But I think some people and some content creators take it just a little bit too far and a little bit too serious.
Yeah.
They have to lighten up a bit. And like I said, and I agree with Tommy 100% because he and I think alike in certain ways. It's your show, Vinny. It's your show. It's Tommy's show. It's my show. And whatever the guest I want to have on, I am not going to not have a guest on because my listeners don't like him. Because that's an everyday part of life. People like each other. People don't like each other. And, you can't make your decision based on that. That's ridiculous,
I agree.
And like Tommy said, you said, these guys are not paying your rent.
No.
They're not paying your bills.
No, actually, they're paying the content providers' bills, not these.
Well, us three here and a few other content creators want to do a good show. We want to have a positive show. You want to have a positive show. Tommy has a positive show, and hopefully I'll have a positive show. I just started, but that's the nice thing. No negativity, no fighting. It's ridiculous. You could, like I always say, you could see that on the street.
Yeah.
Why come into a show that dramatizes that or practices that type of thing? You want to have a pleasant show, a relaxing show where people want to come and enjoy you. Such as your show, Tommy's show.
At least you tried to. You don't get them to see it. That was the problem when I used to have a lot of guests on, and guests were fighting, and some of these guests were fighting. The show turned into a free for all.
No,
that's what happened.
No,
and
I wouldn't.
Right, but it just got too much.
I wouldn't have that. I did a show Sunday night. I don't know if Tommy was listening. I think you were in there, Vinny. But it was about content creators, and Tommy is the kind of guy and a content creator that you want to have camaraderie with, because Tommy builds you up. He builds your show up. He tells you to post your links in the show, and he wants to see you do good. And he's sincere. And and I said on my show that people recognize that. People recognize individuals like him, and they say to themselves eventually that this guy's a good guy because he's helping other people, and it's not bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
so those are the kind of people like you and Tommy and Thindu and Weingild that you want to have a certain camaraderie with, because these content creators are all decent content creators, and they all agree on the same thing. They don't want drama. They want to produce and project positivity.
Yeah.
Well, the problem is with that. The problem with that is that there's only so much you can keep it at that when you're making money off the channel.
Well,
when you're depending on certain attributes to make money, you have to go certain places that you may not want to go, but that's what makes the money.
Okay, you've got a point there. You got a
great point. But that's those shows. For me, the money is secondary.
Right.
I never even thought about a Cash App until one of my viewers said, "Stig, start a Cash App." So I started a Cash App.
I don't ask for it.
Started Venmo, and I did it. And now I get contributions, but I want to keep it the same tone that I've always have been, and it is my true personality here. There's no show. There's no disrespect. Just a comfortable place to hang out, as I say.
No, Tommy, your personality is genuine, and I could vouch for that because I know you off camera and on camera.
Yeah.
So your personality is genuine. So I know there's no bullshit there. If anybody thinks that's not true, because
but the Cash App and all that shit, that's all a bonus for me. I enjoy doing this. I'm gonna have a glass of wine tonight anyway, right?
Right.
So why not have it with this crew? I'm gonna have my coffee in the morning anyway. If I can brighten somebody's day and start them off in a positive way, that's my job is done.
That's an excellent way of looking at it. That's an excellent positive way, and that to look at it, and that's really great. Yeah. And me personally, I do this to have fun. Mm-hmm. I'm having fun. I'm not looking to monetize. I could care less.
If you get there, if it happens, it happens. Great. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Right?
Right.
It's not a goal, because it's not a goal, because anybody past 50, 55, 60, if they're looking for this to carry them, they've got problems.
Exactly.
Right?
So that's true.
You know what I mean, right. Vin? If you get a few dollars, that's great, but otherwise, if you're waiting on this,
I know. All right, guys, I got to run. Vinny, nice seeing you.
Take care. Good seeing you.
Thanks for checking in, Ralphie.
Tommy, I'll talk to you later, buddy.
All right, buddy. Ciao.
Hey, Tom, I'll tell you another thing.
What?
Don't think for a second that even if the content providers enjoy it, that it doesn't wear them down a bit doing this every day.
If it doesn't, there's an
It
issue.
has to. It has to.
Negativity has to wear you down. I mean,
I would think so.
I would anyway, but I
How
don't
could
know.
it not? How could it not? You got your family members being talked about. You know, how could you not feel badly about what's going on? Because
my
don't
God.
think for a second, a parent. I know if my father or mother were alive and they were doxxed, the first thing they would tell me is, "What are you on there for?"
Oh, my mother's here, and she'll shoot me.
That's what they would say. What are you doing?
So that's how I do every show, Vin. I say, "Would my mother watch this? Would my aunts and uncles watch this? Would my grandmother watch this if she was alive?" And that's what I want. That's how I approach it.
Right. And it's really the only way you can. At least that's how I approach it. I don't know. I could be wrong, but I just think that I don't know. I'm probably, you got to remember, I'm older than a lot of these people too. So
Yes, you
where I was in my 40s, I had a lot more testosterone to want to fight with everybody. I don't have that anymore in me. You know, I've done all my fighting already. These people have 15 years to catch up to me. So
I still don't think it's in your makeup to be that way.
it's not. It's not.
Younger, no.
No, not really. I'd be a little more aggressive when I was younger, but not where things would probably anger me more. Now I kind of laugh at it and say, look where it's coming from.
But during the day, you're thinking about what shirt to wear to the club that night, not what drama you're going to have on the YouTube.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, you know. So that's the thing. I mean, can you imagine putting all that energy in? You come on, you got your facts, your sports facts, you do your thing, and whatever other shows you do, and
Yeah.
you have a chat and you enjoy it, right? You enjoy it.
I do. Now I do. I enjoyed it when I began, and then when it turned ugly, I just didn't. And what happened was I got sick, and I felt like crap, and it was like a double, like, oh my God. And then I realized I was so thankful for getting better, and I kind of almost promised myself, it's kind of like, I was at a St. Jude's thing at the hospital, and they said, if you're praying for a transplant, right? Part of you is praying for someone to die.
Oh my God, I know.
So how Catholic is that, right? So I asked the priest that. So I kind of said to myself, you know what? I'm going to stay out of all the nonsense and let me get better. Not for me, for the people that depend on me. And you know what? I promise I won't get involved in all the bullshit. And I made the promise. I kept it. And I also kept it to a family member who wanted me off here. So I said, listen.
Somebody in your family wanted you to get off?
Someone of clout with me, yes.
Wanted you to get out of that aspect of it.
I said, kind of lost their patience with a couple of people that were talking about me and actually got very angry, and I was afraid. I didn't want any fun.
Look at this. What happened last night, Vin? MRE slapped a guy last night on a live show, which I agreed with. Guy came looking for him. Vinny called it was going to happen the other day. Holy shit.
I'm not a hero. It's inevitable.
Yeah, you're right. It's inevitable. Yeah.
Believe me, that's not one of my better predictions.
Wow.
And you know what? One day,
holy shit.
One day it's going to be someone with a bat.
Yes.
Guarantee you.
Did he did that live? I didn't see it.
I heard about it, and then I went to it, and I saw the after. I didn't see it. What happened? I just saw him talking about it afterwards. And listen, it's terrible. Now, what happens if that guy wasn't wound too tight and came after him and just walked right over him, bang?
Oh my God!
And you have people in this world that are like that.
Sure, you do. Every day, they're walking around the streets every day.
People are getting attacked in the street, and they don't know the people, and it's for nothing they're getting attacked. Can you imagine if someone has a reason to attack you?
This is out of control, this shit. See, I unsubbed to all the drama channels, Vin, so I don't even know what's going on. So I backed out. I did not unsub to MRE because I do like some of the stuff that he does. But otherwise, other than that, I really unsubscribe to anybody that has drama. And it feels so good not to have to get that notification. You know what I mean?
The thing that I was surprised about with that What? Yes, Chris, you're right. A gun. Of all the people that had a confrontation, although people have gone after him for stuff, I would have believed him to be one of the lower chances of getting attacked. There are other people I would have thought much quicker that people would have gone after. You do agree with that?
It's hard to say. I mean, I'm surprised at any of it. Holy shit!
Well, he's pretty far away. You know, he's not around the corner. Everyone else is within 2 hours. I think he's like 4 hours. I don't know.
Everyone within that sector of the drama genre, I assume, is who knows where they are. People are everywhere, Vin.
And what people don't tell you where they are. People lie. People could be down the block from you know.
If you have 5,000-10,000 subscribers, they're everywhere.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I just listen. I worry that someone is going to catch the wrong guy on the wrong day. And you know what's going to happen, Tom? The guy's going to think he's a hero. And he's going to say, God, he had my back once, and I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for him. Oh, yeah? You hate him? That could happen. That really could happen. People think it can't happen because it hasn't happened. So, you know, it's like you steal. You're a bartender and you keep on stealing. You think you're never going to get caught until you walk out one day and the owner says, come here. Well, when you keep on talking about someone and nothing happens, nothing's going to happen. You know what? Until the day it happens.
Well, listen, he cracked that guy last night. Who knows what that guy's capable of today? He's getting ridiculed probably on all, I don't know, I don't watch, but he's probably getting ridiculed on all those channels that he got.
But I'm sure someone said something about it. You would think someone said something about it.
Wow. That's crazy.
But meanwhile, you know what, though? Meanwhile, the guy might have got cracked, but he still went up there and confronted him. Everyone else talks, doesn't do it. Right?
Insane.
Even though he got hit, he went up there.
That's insane.
And he doesn't strike me, MRE. I don't know him. He doesn't strike me the guy that would just punch somebody. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know him. So how could I say? But I don't know. I just can't imagine him just going to punch somebody. I just don't get it.
Over this shit?
Yeah.
Holy shit. Can you imagine? Let alone taking the time out of your life to be involved in this stuff. Never mind going out on the street after somebody. That's just a whole other level.
Well, that's what it is. You know, talking on here and getting angry and trying to push people's buttons is one thing. Actually showing up.
Yeah.
Showing up. Well, let me ask you, can I tell you something?
What?
I know a couple of people that are on YouTube. They're not in our genre. Well, I'm lying. A couple of them are. And I don't know them well, have gun permits. They carry. And do you know if you ever ran after them, they'd put one right in you.
Yeah.
And they have a right to.
It's the whole purpose of having a gun.
If I'm attacking you with something, you have a right to put one right in me and stop me. I know for a fact a couple of people have a permit. So
I have a permit. Can you imagine they gave me a permit not to carry, but I'm able to have it within my home.
I've been knocking America for years, and this is why. What do you think?
I have no business getting approved, right?
They shouldn't give you a popsicle.
Yeah.
They giving you a gun.
They gave me a gun permit. Can you imagine that?
I can't get.
In New York, you can't. In New York, I wouldn't be able to. But in Jersey, I was able to get a proof to get a gun. Guess what? I also have the. This is how crazy things are. I got the thing for the dog where I could take my dog everywhere. What's that called? Service dog?
Service dog.
So they gave me the thing for the service dog, and the next day they approved me for a gun.
You're like the Bonnie and Clyde of travel. That is incredible. No, I didn't even apply for a gun.
I did apply. It took a long time. I did apply. It took me a while, but I got a gun permit. I got a gun permit, but again, I'm expunged.
Did they question you about the arrest?
I'm expunged, so it came up. Obviously,
I'm not expunged.
It did come up, but they didn't. It took me a while to get approved. I can't get approved for carry though. They won't approve me for carry.
Well, the only thing I got mine. I have a relief from disabilities. It's called. The only thing I can't do is run for office. So that really disappointed me. But other than that, I could vote.
Oh, good.
I can do everything else. I
Wow.
have to say I'm a felon. But now I heard they have a new law because there's no expungements in New York. But they have a new law where they could seal it, and I'm looking into that.
Oh,
I wouldn't
still.
mind sealing it. I wouldn't mind sealing it.
But you can vote.
Yeah, I can vote.
Did you have to wait a certain period of time?
Yeah, they gave me the relief from disabilities in about a year. You're supposed to be on probation for it, but I surrendered 100,000. I said all I want is like lower probation. My son was having problems. I needed to be able to take him to Jersey and stuff. I know what your PO originally, they don't let you go anywhere. So
No.
I said, and I was going to fight for a lot of the money, and a lot of the money was legitimate. That was my wife at the time. We were refixing the house. She had receipts from the money. She was a big earner. And I said, I won't argue for the 92,000 you took out of the house.
Okay.
But I need a relief from disabilities because I have stock brokerage licenses. I want to go back to work. And if you don't give me this, I'll never break the law again, but I won't be able to feed my family. And they looked at it and said, listen, he wasn't Wyatt Earp here. I wasn't threatening people.
Yeah.
They gave it to me. I was very fortunate that they gave it to me.
So you're able to vote within about a year or so?
After a year, yeah. After I got it, I was allowed.
I don't know if I could have on parole. Probably not. Probation, I'm not sure. Expunged,
Probation, you can. As long as it's not a felony, you can.
I was on parole and probation, but I did vote after I was expunged. I guess it was. I don't recall. I don't recall, but I guess New York and New Jersey are different. That's not a countrywide thing. That's a state thing, I'm assuming.
Well, in New Jersey, there are indictable and non-indictable offenses.
Indictable. That's
there
what it is.
There aren't really an indictable offense is pretty much a felony in New York.
Felony, yes.
Yeah.
That's what it was. An indictable offense, right?
Right. I could because I was indicted in '86 for with casino reps at the hotels for casino credit, and I was indicted. It took about a month. And I got arrested at the casino. They let me go. I got arrested. As long as they could substantiate who you are, they had the license and everything. And they said, you'll hear from us in 4 weeks. And then I got an indictment paper that I had to surrender myself. And I surrendered myself. They let me go on my own recognizance. First time I ever got in trouble. It was for attempted theft by deception, credit lines, phony credit lines. I got indicted. I got Gerard Gross was my attorney. He was the head at that time, former head of the Casino Gaming Commission. And I got 1 year's probation. I got attempted theft by deception, a couple of accounts, barred from the casinos for a year, which they did me a big favor, and 1 year probation that they switched over to New York because I lived in New York.
Yeah.
So I used to go here. So I guess it wasn't a felony, though, because a felony has to be minimum 5 years, right? Not 1 year probation, minimum 3 to 5, right?
Oh, yeah, I'm pretty sure. And you got to satisfy all your fines.
Yeah, I had like $900 worth of fines or something.
I had 4,000. And, once you satisfy your fines, you can ask for a reduction in your probation time.
Oh, can you?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, I know it up and down, man. Once you satisfy your fines, you can ask for a reduction in your probation time.
Well, it was only $900, so I paid it. But
yeah.
But if it were a few thousand, I would have had to because they took everything from me. I had no money. I went to my wife at the time went to the bank, and the bank said, "Contact your institution." They took the card. They ate the card right in the machine. They said, "Contact your banking institution." And
that's a horrible feeling.
Oh, it's the worst feeling in the world to feel you're broke.
Yeah, you feel like you have no control. You lost. You're stuck. You're handcuffed again.
Oh, I was handcuffed, all right.
It's a double shackle, basically. You know what I mean? You feel like you're shackled.
The interesting thing was, and all the people I got busted with, they took all their stuff too. I'll tell you a story.
That's crazy.
The guy I got busted with, they put him in Rikers for 9 months. He was 65 years old at the time. Can you imagine? And what happened was he was left $250,000 when his mother died. He never touched the account. It went right into an account when his mother died. He never transaction or anything. They took it.
So it wasn't ill-gotten gains. It was legit money.
Eventually he got back, I think, about 35,000 of it. But they kept all, can you imagine? That had nothing to do, and that just goes to show you. They took 90-something thousand out of my house. They took 12,000 out of a safe deposit box, which, I could live with that. But you got to remember, it was right after Super Bowl. I had to pay people. I had 20,000 on the dresser with stapled tickets to pay players. I had to pay them, even though I got busted. They wanted the money, so I had to go borrow 50,000 from my family member to go pay these players. I never got that money. Well, the partner did give me half of it. He did, when he got out. He did. He's a very honorable guy. But I was out everything.
It's crazy.
I was out everything.
It is crazy, man. The
terrible.
system is not a good place to be in. Stay out of that system.
I know.
Wow.
I know.
Never again.
And when what's funny, Tommy? And see if it works for you. It works for me. I miss it. Like I missed it a little today because of the playoffs that have been going on. I'm serious. After coming on here with you and reliving everything I did, I get off here. Thank God I'm not involved. I don't miss it this much today.
So
and that's why this is good that we do.
Yes, it is. And it helps me greatly. Helps me.
We remind each other of
you,
how
you understand we were in some sort of recovery program. You do understand that, right?
This is a mini step program where the problem is if you're drinking, you lose your wife. You lose your life if you go back to jail. And you know what? Not willing to do it. And I told you, my son, I'm not saying he disowned me, but I made promises to him. And you know what? Nothing in the world, you're an Italian. Yep. You wouldn't sell out your son. If my son did something right now, it was me. I'll do the 20. I'll do the 20. He's not going. I would take it.
I told you before.
You know the feeling.
I went into an interrogation with my son for vandalism, way back. A couple of kids did a whole bunch of things, and I kind of schooled them a little bit, but I said, you know how we handle things like this, right? And we walked in, and the only thing they got on that paper was his name.
My son has his whole life to live in because of one mistake. He's not giving up his life.
Exactly.
I've made mistakes that I probably deserve a lot more for what I didn't get caught for. Now I pay the piper. That's how we look at it.
Yeah, that's it, man. So, we are blessed right now to be able to even do this, right?
Right.
And there is a support system involved here.
I agree. The chat helps me so much.
Me too. A lot of things help me stay on track. Because God knows, my situation. God knows I can use the cash, right? God knows I can use the cash, right? But I'm never gonna live in a cage. I count my blessings every day. I hear those birds chirping. Have coffee outside every day on the stoop, and I was with my son all day today, working, teaching him how to do some things, and never, ever, ever going to happen. But yes. Talking about it,
you want to put it in the right perspective.
Talking about it can be redundant, but it is a positive.
If you want to just think of these words I'll give you. You really need the cash now, right? I guarantee you if you go to jail, you don't need any.
Yes.
You need $25 a week in your commissary.
So crazy.
So what would you rather do? Need the cash like you are now?
Yes.
Or not need anything? And that's how you go through every day.
I'm good with this. Absolutely. 100%.
I got to run and go eat. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it, buddy.
I'll talk to you later, pal. Yep.
All right. Bye-bye.
Yeah, bye. So that was my boy, Vinny Bracco came on. Yes. That's the XTS. That's actually that car has 100,000 miles on it. And I keep it like it's brand new. I keep it clean. I take care of it. I have some mechanical problems with it, but it's good. Chicken Parmesan, very nice, Arm. So Vinny comes on once in a while. We shoot the shit about this and that. But the topic of the show was whose business is it? Who you have as a guest on your YouTube, and just like the way you do your show, you do it your way, Wow, Steve. Yes, they're nice. Built by CD4 yes. Oh, wow, nice. Excellent. Thank you for that information, Steve. That's interesting. Smash the like button, Chris. I give anything to have my guns gun rights back. Taught my boys how to sell our 3 shotguns. Joey, that's a tough thing. That's a tough thing. I can't get approved to carry, but I got approved to have it in my home, which is, I guess, comforting. I guess you can say, kind of a reward that I live a positive lifestyle. I guess you can say. I joined when the question about some punching someone. TB, from what I understand, MRE gave the smackdown to somebody last night. I'm not sure. That's what I heard. Tell me I was compelled to go on to stand-up show yesterday and say the same thing. Okay, Noel. So you saw me on there, Noel, speaking or typing, texting? I couldn't jump on. I was busy yesterday. I would have definitely jumped on, Noel. But I could not. I'm all out of sorts here. I'm all crooked. Yeah, so apparently I have been looking into the new Cadillac models. Well, Cadillac is not what it once was. The reliability is not there anymore. But driving it, like going down the parkway, or there's some feeling when you're driving in a Cadillac. The MRE deck is Dunsky in the face. Hee ho. Yeah, apparently whoop ass. I love that. Oh my god. TB, that's great. That's great. So Gianni says I guess he gave the smackdown to somebody. I don't know. I wasn't there. I don't know if I recommend the new Cadillac. Knievel. See no evil. See no evil. Eventually, because the federal law, even felons are going to be able to carry their guns outside of the house. It's a matter of time, unless they want violence. Oh, interesting, Renee. Interesting. Very interesting. Thank you, you guys. Thanks for adding to this chat. Usually, a nonviolent or drug or domestic, you can get a firearm purchase rights back. Yeah. I was expunged. My record's expunged, so they approved me. It took a while to get approved, but I got it, so it was pretty good. I'm happy that I got it. I don't know if I need to carry. I don't know if I would want to carry. I got friends that carry. I'm right next to them and they're carrying because they're approved. So I don't know. So Renee, I didn't see it. Oh, Noel, you're welcome here. Guys, welcome Noel to the chat. We appreciate you coming in, Noel. Come on. This is a comfort zone here, Noel. This is how we do it here, Noel. This is a cozy chat. You're not going to get criticized or ridiculed or disrespected in here, Noel. We will not have it. They go in the trunk if they act like that. Noel, never feel like you can't. Guys, if you're watching, never feel like you can't comment here. We're a very welcoming crew. I mean, this is a drama-free zone. We welcome everybody. You see already? You got to welcome, Noel. See that? From Arms. One of my originals. Okay, so no, please. Okay, Big Bone. So, he brought the SmackDown down, and that's how we do it. Noel, are you still there? Check this out, Noel. Look on the screen. There you go, Noel. You're getting welcomed very nicely here. And that is how we do it in this channel of mine. Respect, respect, respect above all else. Look at that. Another one. There you go, Noel. Come on, girl. Where are you? Everyone deserves the right to defend themselves in their home or outside of their home. Their life is worth the same in both places. Very, very good. Well, nothing much. I had the link here. We were chatting about what you see right there. Carrying on your legal whenever you can is smart. I know, Renee. It's just a very difficult thing. In this day and age, it's better off carrying a good taser. The penalty is much better. It's hard to say. Noel, you left already? Noel has left the building. See how we welcome people in here, guys? It's a cool show, a cool chat. It's what we do. Should we break for a little music? I appreciate it. I usually hang in the chat and participate, but yesterday I grabbed the link for the first time. It was fun. Very, very nice, Noel. You do your thing, Noel. Enjoy the ride. Try to keep it positive. That's all. That's all we do. Not sure whose chat you grabbed the link on, but hey, God bless you. I can't see good, guys. I gotta put these glasses on. Really, really. I see much better. I'm sorry. I do apologize. I probably look like a gavone. Listen, I got a question for you. What do I do with this? I got a 50-cent piece. It's worth 50 cents, right? It ain't worth anything else, right? Oh, stand up, guys. Okay, Noel. I got a 50-cent piece. Do I hold on to this? Or do I spend it at the laundromat when I do my laundry? What do I do with this 50-cent piece? It's worth 50 cents. Thing do. I'm okay. I miss my pup. The kids are heartbroken. Wait a minute, Johnny. Your pup passed? G? Johnny? Back it up a minute. Back it up a minute. You lost your puppy? You lost your dog? How did I miss that, G? How did I miss that? Depends on the year of the coin. I'm not either, so. Oh, gee. Yeah, Noel, that's correct. Well, the link is there if anybody wants to jump in for a quick minute. Thing do if you want to jump on for a quick minute. That's up to you. I would love to see you. Haven't seen you in a while, pal. So thing do if yeah, it is terrible. Ah, shit. Gianni, I'm sorry. Prayers to you guys. Oh, that's a tough one. Ay, ay, ay. That's sad. All right. Oh boy, Luca is 13. I know. I don't even get to see him very much, but that's my baby boy. Shit. Well, you got our prayers, Johnny. You do know that. You do know that, G. Unbelievable. Yeah, we're sorry. We're sorry to hear this. You're a good individual. Our dogs are family members. They're much better than family members. I was talking about this yesterday, but I don't want to get into it because I don't want to bring Gianni down anymore. Oh my God. That's crazy. Thing do it says device not connected. I am not sure. My man, what's up, cuz?
What are you doing?
Can you hear me, pal?
Yes,
You're supposed to be sleeping already, cuz.
I just got home. I'm
Are you on
exhausted,
the
Sticks.
Are you on the
Hang
job?
on.
Go ahead.
Huh?
Go ahead, do your thing.
No, I just got home, got out of the shower. I see you were on. We worked 12 hours today. I'm exhausted.
6 to 6?
You,
6 to 6, huh?
yeah, we worked through lunch to boot, so we got out a little early.
Are you doing 512s?
Yeah.
Wow. Serious?
Yeah, we're slowing down right now because we're caught up.
So the topic
It-
tonight was
when it's
Go ahead.
crunch time, it's crunch
you
time.
got to do it. Yeah, you got to do it. There's nothing you can do. My brother does it all the time. They'll call him to pull wire at 2 o'clock in the morning. He's got to do it. There's nothing you got to do it.
Yeah, and it's
get-
supposed to rain tonight, so they're worried about the water a little bit, and we're gonna go in early tomorrow.
You got to do what you got to do, cuz, right?
Right. Stigs, Gianni, we're praying, buddy. Me and
No,
Vito
man.
are there for you anytime.
That's a tough
So
one.
I know I can't even think about it. I will start. I cried at lunch for him today, but
Oh,
we're praying for you. We love you, Goomba. Just want to tell him that.
I did not experience this yet, guys. Luca is my first dog.
Don't. I can't talk about. You want me to start crying? I'll go fucking nuts here. You're getting me upset. Oh,
Luca is my first one. I never had one before.
Stigs, God forbid, the only video you are going to see is me on top of the Peace Bridge, okay, saying goodbye. Okay.
All right.
No, it's not.
Right.
I know. So what have you been
there.
up to? How's everything going?
I know it's inevitable. I'm not prepared for it. Let's move along. Okay, so this just was about content creators having whoever they want to have on their show, doing what they want to do. They have their own show. It's their own business, and they do what they want to do on their shows. We have principles that we go by, obviously. Some things that we would not partake in. But if somebody wants to have somebody on their show, it's their business.
I mean, that's the law of the jungle on YouTube.
Yes.
And for us content creators, we're going go, 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 and, there are morals, boundaries, standards. We all understand it, and, what my philosophy is, if you don't like the topic or you don't like the person, X out. Don't watch.
Yeah.
That's it.
I
That's
know.
all I could tell people. I mean, this echo chamber everybody's watching, that echo chamber, I can't even give it a breath of air. Can't
Now,
even give it a breath of air.
There are principles that we go by. We are the same type of guy. Now,
Right.
it has been brought to me as a proposal to go on shows with another associate that has gone bad.
Come
Me,
on, say
someone
hi to
that-
everybody.
Me, someone that did not, having a conversation with someone did, and just have a moderator there. I chose not to do it, but it's your show. You do what you want to do. Oh, look at that, baby! But I chose not.
Thank you.
Change the channel.
That kid, Papa's Kisses. I'm sorry, he just came in.
That's great. So I don't know. It's against our principles to do something like that, but the layman
I know.
or the owner of a YouTube show, a general individual, a civilian, so to speak, as we say, talking to someone that went bad versus somebody that was at the hands of somebody that went bad can be a totally different show, totally different situation. Now, I said to Vinny before, if I was ever to do something like that, I will start off the show by saying everything I feel. And I don't have to go through it. You know how I feel. But
Right.
I would definitely say to the interviewer or the moderator, I cannot guarantee how the show is going to go. I don't know where my emotions are going to go. Having been in a cage at the hands of somebody that was a rat, I would only ask that if it gets out of hand, you just X out and shut the show down. Because I cannot be responsible for my actions. I cannot guarantee you that I can act like a gentleman through this whole sit down. I wouldn't do it. Chances are 99.9999% that I would never do something like that. If I was going to do that, that would be the way I would approach it.
Your best thing, the best thing you said out of it, I was listening, while I was doing everything. The number one thing, and I agree 1,000% with you, but then I thought about it. There's no real reason to pick their brain. Pick their brain. That is the one good thing I would do if I had that opportunity, is to pick their brain. But Stiggs, at the same time, all their brains are the same. They did the same thing.
Yeah. Yeah. If they're defensive and arrogant about it, you're going to get nowhere. If they are somewhat, I don't know if the word is remorseful or if it pains their soul, which it should.
Right.
It's a different story. You could have a better dialogue. I don't think I could ever do it. Do I really, be honest with you? I don't think I could ever do it. And I kind of shot the idea down. It's just not something that I think that I can do.
Right.
I can't. I wouldn't be. I'm a gentleman right now, but we're in a different format. We're in a different situation, So if we get into that,
I know.
I lost a lot of things in my life because of that. And chances are, eventually, it would have happened anyway. But you got betrayed, right? So very difficult.
Right.
So I don't think I could do it anyway. But that was the topic. That was it.
Okay. All right, buddy. Well, go ahead. Everybody just walked in here. I'm gonna go say hello to everybody before I go out cold. And
if you're done, that's it. Little manja and bed. That's it.
That's it. That's it, Tamanuch.
How far is the
this
job?
Old man. That's it. I got to get ready for that 4 o'clock wake up.
4 o'clock. I know, cuz I'm off this week, but I am working. I'm doing construction this week. So,
Oh, nice.
me,
Nice.
I told you before, I'm teaching my son all the handyman tasks. He's learning a lot, man, a lot.
Nice.
You know, it's hard to
Yeah.
find a guy plumbing, electric, flooring,
Mhm.
tile. You know, change a
Yeah, I
ceiling
know.
fan, change a light fixture. So they call me. You know.
Right. I know. I got the same problem around here.
Yeah, it's
If I
hard.
did side work, I'd be busy 24 hours a day.
But you don't want to do it after doing all that work all day.
I can't do it, Tommy. I can't. I
Yeah.
burn right out now.
You,
So
you want to be done. When you hang the tool belt up at the end of the day, you're done with it.
that's once the boots come off,
Done.
that's it. That's it for Thindo. Forget about it. Right to the shower. I'm not touching another tool. I'm not thinking about work. Name
But that's right. My brother's the same way. Like I said, he's a union electrician. He's not pulling wire.
Right.
He's not pulling wire on a Sunday. He's done.
No. I mean, yeah, I'll go in for the double time on Sunday, but
It's a different
you
story.
know what I mean. You know,
Yes.
it's. I rather sit home and watch my football and cook my sauce on a Sunday.
My man.
Yeah.
All right, buddy. Go ahead.
All right.
Get some
Love you,
rest.
Goomba.
Get some rest.
Good.
Have a good night. Have a good night's rest, pal. Talk to you later.
Yes. Be
Ciao.
safe.
Ciao.
So long, everybody. Bye.
My man Thindo. I like when he stops by. I like when people stop by. You know, it's nice. It adds a little vibe to the show, a little flavor, a little different perspective. Ralphie jumped in. I give you and anyone that works as hard as you do so much credit. Working backstage and this, yeah, Gianni, that's very, very nice of you to say. They don't exist, Tommy. If they do, there are shoemakers, especially here in Florida. Do you know, Noel? I got to tell you something. This is interesting that you say that. I want to put Noel's comment up because this is very interesting that she says that. Now we're a little off topic, but it doesn't matter. You're my people, and I'm here for you, not for me. And I don't care that it goes off topic. The topic is whatever topic we talk about throughout the chat. We already spoke about the heading. But Noel, that's a very good topic that you brought up. Somebody was going to pay me to go to Boca and do handyman stuff around their estate. They cannot find anybody, Noel. And they were going to pay for me to fly to Boca, get a list of supplies. They would have put me up in their house. Obviously, there's a wing for me to stay in. And they were going to pay me well. That's very interesting that you say that, Noel. Very interesting that you say that. I had that opportunity given to me. I passed on it, obviously. I only sub to Mr. Tigliano, Comic Inc. and MRE, my go-to shows, and of course my own channel as well. Drop that link. Any of my soldiers in here, my captains. I don't think I have any captains in here right now. Yes, I do. I got Ralphie, Gianni, Christopher Toro. If you can please drop Evan's channel, I would appreciate that. Please drop the channel. We're here for you guys. I'm not here for me. I'm here for you. Johnny, just catching up on the chat. Real sorry to hear about your pup. So, Noel, it's a very interesting topic that you brought up right there. There is Noel. Okay, hold on. I'm bringing Noel in. How are you, Noel? What's going on?
How are you, bro?
What's up, pal?
How you doing? Can you hear me okay?
I hear you perfectly. What's happening, man?
Yeah, man. We moved to Florida about 8 years ago, and it's just brutal finding people who, true tradesmen, what it doesn't have to be a jack of all trades, but if you're a plumber, if you're an electrician, whatever it is, these guys just have no pride in their work, and it's just brutal. I know it's off topic, but
that's okay. Are they too busy, or they just don't even care?
I think the good ones are busy. But if you have an opportunity and you have the time, I would jump on it because people are just throwing double and triple the cash at these projects. I'm going through one right now, and it's brutal. It's brutal. I say it all the time. If I had crews that I knew from up north, this thing would have been done 5 months ago, 6 months ago. So
that's crazy.
Yeah. But yesterday I kind of stay in the chat, see what's going on. It's my entertainment.
It's nice.
I like guys like you and stand up. I just like the conversation.
Yep.
And
Down to earth guys.
And people really don't get involved in the other stuff. I'm like you. I do kind of tune into MRE because I do believe in a lot of his.
Yeah, he's good, and he's good at what he does. He's good at what he does.
I've never been personally affected by people that don't do the right thing, but I know people that have, and I know how it affected their lives. And these guys, they get on here, and they have no self-awareness, right? They make excuses for what they did. It's crazy. It's crazy the balls that they have,
Well, so far the only one that seems to be a little sincere with the way he does it is Mikey Scars.
That's exactly.
I'm not giving him any compliments or a pass or anything, and I think that's why one of my commenters asked about Mikey Scars, because they know with the other ones I wouldn't even entertain it. Not that I would even entertain it with Mikey Scars, but I do think as far as the rat tube goes, he will have success.
No, I agree with you 100%. He's he literally goes on there and doesn't really make excuses. I do think that he's one of those people that's kind of, he's obviously older. He's set in his ways, and that's all he really knows. He's never going to go out and do anything else.
Yeah.
But there's just the people that did it, and they have to live with it for the rest of their lives, and none of them that I know of, with the exception of maybe Mike, is gone out there and said, look, and this is what I had to do. I make no excuses for it. I can't justify what I did. It felt like the right thing to do in my life at that time. I knew it was going to change my family's lives. And, nobody says that, right? They make up excuses. It was so-and-so's fault, and it was so-and-so's fault. Yep. And and blah, 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 blah. So
Sammy's is the worst, because Sammy says he played chess with Gotti and he won. He has no excuse at all, zero, and he doesn't own up to it. He still thinks that he did the right thing, Sammy.
I think that speaks to the disconnect in our judicial system, and the fact that our country allows people like that to still go out and do the things that they do, So
well, that's the flaw, like you said. That's the flaw in the justice. Kind of what you said, but the flaw in the justice system is 19 bodies. Like I said it before on my show, anybody with a body should not be spoken to. There is no deal to be made if you have a body, because you have that in your brain. You have the capability of doing it.
Yeah,
that doesn't change. That doesn't change.
And you affected. Not only did you take somebody's life, but you took away someone's, son, father, nephew, whatever it is. It's just it's despicable. I try not to get involved in that kind of stuff because I'm not really. And I look
that's what's good about this show, because you chit chat about this and that, right? That's what's good. We can do this.
Yeah, I think that your content is mature and I like to hear like-minded people and people who kind of you could tell you were raised the same way with the same morals and same principles, and it's probably our Italian American backgrounds, but it is what it is.
It's a matter of principles. It's the way we were raised, and we know how to act a certain way. I cannot imagine if I was the guy that testified. I can't imagine my mother being in the courtroom when her son is up there testifying. Once you testify and sell your soul, your character is flawed forever, and they might not know it, but their own parents think bad of them. Their own children think bad of them. They have lost all of their credibility with everybody around them. They might say, their kids might say, "Oh, Dad, you do what you had to do," or his mother might say, "Oh, son, you did." No, they know your flawed character. They know you. They know it. You're poison.
Yeah,
they know it. They have to, right?
It's a terrible thing. It destroys a lot of lives. And look at you, just like anything else, Tommy. You live by the sword, you die by the sword. Yes. You gotta make decisions in life, and when you either zig or you zag, and if you zigged and you should have zagged, and you got to live with that decision, right? So that not everybody can do that. They think it's selfishness and it's self-preservation, and all of the things that they supposedly live by just goes right out the window, right? It goes right out.
Done. They can never be trusted again, even by their own. Yep. Even their own kids are going to be suspect of them.
Yeah,
because they sold their soul out.
It's
to
a
people
terrible.
that they about on people that they called uncle, aunts, cousins. They were family, true family.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure you can relate. You know how many people who share zero blood with me, but they were my aunts and uncles, or or
Yeah,
cousins,
exactly.
and that just
All
good.
my, all my friends' kids were I'm Uncle Stiggs. That's it. It's me.
Yep, I hear you.
20, 30,
I
20,
hear you.
30 of them, you know.
Well,
But
if you're a
one day,
handy guy, bring the show down to
I
south.
know, I know, I know.
You'll kill it.
I can't. I'm a North Jersey guy. I'm stuck up here. I can't even leave my neighborhood. Never mind leave the state. I'm a neighborhood guy. I'm still here. I'm still in the
I
area where I grew up. It's
understand.
crazy. But
It was difficult for me to leave. I understand.
you were from up this way, and then you went down there,
I'm from the Canadian side of New York. I'm from Buffalo.
and then you went down to Florida.
Yeah, I moved in 2014.
Oh my God, it's a big change, man.
Oh, yeah. I lived in Las Vegas for about 6 years, so I'm used to the weather.
Yeah.
But it's you gotta start over. You gotta start over, and it's not easy to do.
Wow. Good for you, man.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, you got a problem getting labor. That's the situation, I guess. I don't know.
It could be a lot worse. It could be a lot worse.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for letting me talk, and
You're welcome here anytime. You stop in anytime. I'm always open to chat with my people. We have a nice dialogue here. Nobody is in the trunk, as I say. I have nobody blocked, but that's because this crew keeps it cozy.
that's the way it should be.
Yep.
That's the way it should be.
All right, my man.
All right, thanks.
Good seeing you, pal. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. That was nice. That was nice. Hold on, guys. Hold on, guys. I got to check this message. Hold on. 1 second. Hold on. Okay. All right, guys. That was pretty good. We had a nice little show tonight, guys. I'm over an hour and a half, but we had a few guests on. As you guys do know, I do keep it at a slower, lower. What do you call it? Hours. I don't like to go over too long because I will tell you why. A lot of people don't like to watch the rerun, but I don't care about that. I had really good guests tonight. My old man said, if you're B. John Gotti, can at least dress like him. If you can't, yeah. John Gotti was a good man in certain aspects of life. I got barred from the casinos. Damn, Evan, you got barred from casinos. You got to be a man in this world. You don't do something and use someone else to worm out of it when you get caught. We all knew what we were doing when we got. This is 100%, Gianni. Take your medicine. Take your medicine. Tell me, what if a rat comes in here? You want us to leave him alone? Correct? I will take care of it, Gianni. I will take care of it. If it's those Scraziads, then you handle it. If a rat comes in here, I can. You know how I have a way of doing things. You know I have a way of doing things. Yes, you're right, Stephen. Yes. So, gee, I can handle it. I will say to you guys, captains, up. Captains, saddle up. Captains, load up. Otherwise, I'm good with it. I can handle most of it. I'm pretty good with it. All right, guys. I don't want to leave without a song. I do not want to leave without a song. I'm going to go with The Promise by Ralph Mucci. Okay, yes. Let me see if I can share The Promise on my screen like Ralph Mucci did the other day. I think you guys will enjoy this. Let's see if we can do this. If not, the show ends. But let's see if we can do Ralph, my paisan. Hold on, I'm here, guys. One minute, guys. 1 minute. I'm here. All right, I'm going to do a little share of Ralph's song, Gianni the Italian Goodbye. Listen, I'm going to do Ralph Mucci. I'll be in the background. I want you guys to the Italian Goodbye. Number one goodbye. Guys know me all too well. Look at this. I love this crew. I got such a nice crew. I gotta tell you. You're not going to be able to hear me talk. Listen to Ralph's song for a quick minute, okay, guys? You guys are nuts. I can't.
If you need a friend, don't look to a stranger. You know in the end, I'll always be there.
Say to myself, stop.
And when you're in doubt, and when you're in danger, take a look all around, and I'll be there.
My man Ralph.
I'm sorry, I'm just thinking of the right words to say. I know they don't sound the way I planned them to be. But if you wait around a while, I'll make you fall for me. I promise you I will. When your day is through, and so is your temper, you know what to do. I'll always be there. Sometimes if I shout, it's not what's intended. These words just come out with no cross to bear. I'm sorry, I'm just thinking of the right words to say. I know they don't sound the way I planned them to be. But if you wait around a while, I'll make you fall for me. I promise you. I'm sorry, I'm just thinking of the right words to say. I know they don't sound the way I planned them to be. But if I had to walk the world, I'd make you fall for me. I promise you I will. Right words to say. I know they don't sound the way I planned them to be. But if I had to walk the world, I'd make you fall for me. I promise you I will.
I'm here, guys. I'm here. I'm right here. Yes, the show is ending. I've been on for an hour and a half. I always like to end it with a Ralph Mucci jam. If not, I always respect a cover band. I always start with a cover band and I end with a cover band. And the Rock and Rhyme Man. Yes, Blake. Yes. JJ, no worries. You guys are nuts. 17 years ago. Oh my God. I just over a fighting gun charges from 17 years ago. Jesus. Yes, yes, yes. I am banging out, JJ. But I do appreciate you for coming by. And here we are. We are banging out. Evan Nice Guy Bryant, one of the best movies. All right, guys. I think I'm going to just go relax now. 7 o'clock. Watch a little Pope of Greenwich Village, possibly. The Pope of Greenwich Village. I think I'm going to watch that. I am the Pope. This is my village. And, yeah, Gianni. I'm going to bang out. So, if anybody wants to keep enjoying the show, I will be live tomorrow, hopefully 7:15 a.m. I think I got one more song I want to play. Yes, Ralphie. Yes, Ralphie. Stand up. Wise Up Show. I got the stand up guy in my brain because we were talking about it. Wise Up Show every Sunday night, 8 o'clock. Hagen. I'll watch replay. We had a good show. We had a good show. Good visitors tonight. I appreciate the guys that come in. You know, it's appreciated. Want to know to everybody have a good evening. I'll see you soon. All right. So this is it for my YouTube for tonight. I'm banging off. Like I said, I appreciate each and every one of you. Tommy Stiggs checking out. Ciao for now. State buono.